Hello and welcome. We are back on our vanilla server, and my cannibal of a brother is eating a steak. Yeah, well, just here actually picking up the chicken I was just eating. Not doing much today, so it'll be fine, although I have plenty of steak in my storage room. Hello, inside of body. Let's see. First person view. Perfect. This is our Skelly farm, one of the earlier builds I have worked on this server. And was good for AFK, completely AFK XP for a while. Then, well...
With a much less nice looking build.
Hmm? Oh, yeah.
Until I... Yeah.
Well, I don't know how to make that one as nice looking. You have... I mean, we could work on improving it, I guess, but you do have to keep it not spawnable. It's tricky. Here, we just keep it bright and all as well.
So we're referring, well, I mean, there's no one, but anyway, to whoever watches this in the future, we're referring to Donut.
Yeah.
Other.
Yeah, our gold zombie pigman farm. I don't think that breaks in 1.9.
No, I think the pigman mechanic stays the same. That doesn't depend on
And the Skelly farm only partially breaks.
Well,
I have the two I have the two elevators. I'll have to do...
the item part of it does, but the actual XP giving part of it. Right, because
I
a mob's
want to
acting the same
go
in the water.
my storage room, because I have all sorts of interesting, useless stuff on me. And then we will continue on to villager trading and completing that task, because that is the task of today. Yes, someone will watch this someday, maybe.
Well, I mean, it says there's one watcher right now, but I'm like 100% sure that's me.
Probably, I don't know. How did I organize this room again? I really need to make the Tango Tech, whatever, that storage thing.
The all item sorter.
Yeah. Among other things, this room's getting filled. Most of what I have isn't that horrible. Why do I oh, I know why I have an iron sword. Into your base yet? Hmm?
Mountain?
Mountain base.
Don't see anything else there. Well, I'm going to go look.
Okay, well, hopefully we have iron there already. We should have all the stuff we need there. Whatever we don't, we'll figure out later. Not to start the stream with inventory management, but I was busy making sure I could stream today. Always seems to take a little longer than anticipated. Not terribly long, but you know, it's not quite off you go. One too many moving parts, I think. Find your guest? Hope he's still there.
See a guest. Oh, I'm also not getting the... One second. My whole base was acting a little weird. Now I have the things from
Up,
my beacons.
Up. Up. Ah, yep, no, he's right where he's supposed to be.
Or up.
Eventually you'll find him.
The in the couch?
No. That wouldn't be very
Oh.
obvious.
I see.
By the way, he's not exactly tame.
I see. Damn it, Jim.
As I said, that's why I have an iron sword.
Were you just throwing swords at him until he picked one up?
Yeah. Well, a couple of them.
What happened to the bow?
It's somewhere in his imaginary inventory. I don't think
Okay.
he swaps back, though, when you... But, for being in here, he's a lot nicer
Yeah.
with the sword.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he'd be taking pot shots at us. As I said, he's not exactly tame. He's just aimed and holding his sword. And
Oh. So the bad thing is that I actually spawned in this room.
Hmm?
Kind of in this
you
room.
spawned in here, and I did such a good job of blending it in.
But I just didn't notice.
I mean, I was trying to make it, you know, fit. Or as much as, you know, random skeleton wearing a pumpkin. Supposed to be a fun addition, not... Not, you know, something you think is a mess that needs cleaned up. And if you really don't like, you'll deal.
You can stay.
Hmm?
I think you can stay.
Just don't remove one of those rails, because you know that trick. I hope that still works in 1.9.
That was an intentional thing, so.
It is intentional, it should work. It should.
Yeah.
But they did fix some other tricks I've been using. Not so much here. I haven't decided whether they've fixed the slab one either.
As in the witch farm?
Well, no, the witch farm will break. As in... right now, I think the last I heard, although it might have changed, we just need to swap this half slabs to soul sand on the shifting floor. And it will magically work. Thus is the last I've heard. No. But they did fix the thing where if, you know, I'm a half slab down and they're a half slab up, but it's only one block. You know, say if I'm standing on there and I have something like this.
Mm-hmm.
Here, today, if I was
Yeah.
standing here, you know, a mob would come up and look at me. Not realizing he could jump it.
Mm-hmm. You think they fixed that?
And that one they did fix. I'm unsure whether they fixed the other trick I do. I'll have to test it at some point, which is that one. You know, they won't navigate through that if they're too tall. Obviously, my base does not work well. My storage room does not work well if they fix that. the way to Hunting Ninja, we have that still in our to-do list, the mansion, but it unfortunately did not get done for various reasons. We had 1 week where neither of us could stream, and 1 week where it was only me. And I'll get there sometime, maybe, if the server's still alive. I am working on a mod pack I think we will join in on, and hopefully that'll renew things. For anyone watching this, that mod pack might have a sign-up form if people want to join said server. But, you know, that would be you sign up, and while I'm not streaming, we will review your application. This is not a you ask me during stream and expect to get on. That'll probably put you onto a different list. And you don't want to be on that list if you actually want to be on the server.
It's a hit list.
Hmm?
It's a hit list. Sorry.
That's a different activity. Okay, so what I sort of want to do is start to wire these all up.
Yeah, alright, well, do you want to keep those as is?
I was going to be less worried about us needing to swap out for facades.
Yeah.
Because the worst thing is we get a runaway.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a solution to runaways.
Happy Villager Island's over there.
They might get a shortcut. I'm also concerned... where am I? Oh. I'm also concerned about zombies sneaking in here.
Mm-hmm.
I sort of want... I don't know if we have... Either of us have the glass. I don't know. Either of us have been on here long enough recently to remember. But I'd almost want a glass roof over this whole area.
Alright, got any preference for color?
White. And at the stone level, probably. Yeah, leave the dirt.
Stone level.
It'd be like putting it here.
Okay, and flat across. Okay.
Flat across.
Alright, I can go grab some glass. Got some here, I think. Not enough. Yeah.
But...
Enough.
I think that, you know, might help people who are interested in a friendly community find it. And I do understand people wanting to watch streams on servers they play on, even if they don't watch itself, because people I watch have the Patreon server thing, and I'm not paying right now at the time. Particularly if I'm doing stuff like making the mod pack. Which is one reason I'm not on here, is, you know, all my Minecraft time's going to that. Once it's done, I hope to... Well, that and my other live streams. Of which I think 3 people have downloaded the map. Ooh. Many people watch the intro, so I am noticing something about, you know, that view count you see on YouTube videos. You know, it includes people who watch for, long enough to press pause. which taken an insult from Google that they consider that a watch, more than why someone might have done such a thing. There's many reasons. No problem. That's I need red stuff that is not the dye. Something I know we have plenty of on the server.
I haven't got any on me.
Hmm?
I haven't got any on me.
I had some of the red stuff in my chest. Enter chest. Okay. And maybe if I stop hopping around so much.
That's all the glass. Well, that's all the dye I had on me. Still have some glass on me. There were 5 bones sitting in one of the chests, which was enough to go.
32 bone meal from something.
Okay. Like, probably more than enough to finish this.
This is not to be mistaken from the... We have a whole... Even without us... and, of course, your tree farm in case we run low and the other supply. Since between the two of us, we did finally top that off.
Not to mention all of it. I mean, I think I personally have a double chest filled with bones. Not with bone meal, just bones.
No. I don't know. My dilemma here is, 1.9 is going to come out soon. And, either that's going to spell the death of the server, or we'll upgrade, and we'll be spending time fixing the things that will break. So I am trying to avoid making new things that will break. If that makes sense. And if it's the death of the server, I'm sure we'll do something else in 1.9 eventually. I mean... I still am entertained by Minecraft. It's just... not the only thing, and... a couple of other games now on my playlist, too. Have to see if they're streamer friendly.
Bunch of villagers right now.
Hmm?
I'm next to a bunch of villagers right now.
Yeah. And you expect what? It is a villager trader hole, after all.
Huh.
I know you might have missed that. And the unfortunate thing about villager trader halls, they have loud villagers. I used a block I don't have. Okay. Well, done jumping around. Let's see if I can't figure out how this is made, and then maybe I'll describe it. Again?
Okay, your villagers should be safe.
I'm a little worried about them up here, too, but we'll look into that. Particularly given my other comment.
I mean, that one's less teknoaxe.
Well, here it's just the good trade you were just about to do. No longer exists.
Just, you might not want to send him to Happy Villager Island, just because that's the plot of Zombie.
But, yeah, at least the next one will appear. I think that goes there. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Right? 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 Uh-huh. And it's 2 pieces of glass on the sides and the tripwire hook. Okay. Ew. Ew. You're wrong. But it's this one that's wrong. Okay. That needs to go... not there. That stays solid. That needs to go... up. Above it. Yes. And in that goes one of these. And over here goes that piston. Of course. Magical piston placement, ahoy. By magical, I mean horrible. Ay, ay, ay. Got it! Okay, perfect. I think those are the 2 activating blocks. Yes.
Okay.
What else did we do here? Nope. You know, much as its part. Hmm?
Here you go.
Yeah. That's... fail. Okay, I see it. I understand it now. Don't worry, I'll be stuck in the next one without a button. Let you think that one through. What block do I have underneath? My curiosity. Up. More red clay. Okay. There and there. You put those glass there? Ah.
Here, I can start. The simpler parts, I can just start expanding through.
Yo, I don't have enough clay, but it looks like we just really want to Have a line of clay there. So, for those tuning in, hopefully now I have some idea of what's going on. Basically, that block there, high efficiency picks, and oh, we only have jump boost. So that is just high efficiency pick. So that block and this block are the automatic ones, and basically when someone's in the tripwire hook there, they alternate. So this will go to the side out there, and this will pop up, trapping whoever happens to be in there, in the little trading booth, until, you know, someone's kind enough to press the reset button.
Is that diorite or polished diorite?
Polished. Goes there. Just keeping the functional parts the same anyway. We can swap a bunch of blocks eventually. I'm out.
I see where you're putting it, and I've got most of the stats.
I was doing stuff up here. We also need down there, you know.
I was just gonna finish putting the tripwire.
Sorry, we have enough of them. Go away. Thank you. The zombie villager. Left an iron ingot. Rare drop. Ooh. Because we so much need an iron ingot. Huge iron farm. No one has even, you know, bothered to, you know, block anything in ages. But we have 9 times 5, is it? Or 7 times 5 chests absolutely full of blocks. Yeah. We're so lacking on iron. That's why the channel here is
barely made out of it.
need more clay. That's easy.
There's plenty in there.
Except that, you know, I don't have a 3x3 crafting grid on my Princeton. I do like that and mod it. The 3x3 crafting grid that you can carry. Many mods provide, so certainly one mod will provide it in the thing I'm setting up. So what I am setting up, by the way, for anyone watching, is a Britannia-based adventure mod pack. I went too far. And I also think I'm stuck down here. Fred apparently got tired of being in the sunlight, okay? Fred the Enderman. Just assume they're Fred if they're not, you know, otherwise named. But and we both got him at the same time. I mentioned stuck. You need an elevator block. Since this is not modded, I think that is done with a slime block. But it's what they call, what the author calls a flower-based tech mod. So basically, instead of spending all your time looking at a crafting bench and missing, there's my kill. I know. I can be aiming at you like this. You're standing still, and still miss. By the way, there was no action on your part, like moving. So you have a ton of flowers that do things, like create power, power your furnaces, all types of fun stuff. Also is going to have Tinker's Iguana tweaks, which is going to mean beginning game's going to be interesting because none of your picks work.
Okay. Oh, it says that. Okay.
Hmm?
So
Your normal picks won't work. Those picks will work.
there's like a pick hierarchy that matters. a
Yeah,
little bit
and
more.
I have to use the... So the vanilla picks will exist in case, when the other mods needs it for a crafting recipe. Because there's nothing better than, not being able to craft something because it's disabled. Right. But they're basically for show. So the
Okay.
picks you're used to are for show. Weaponry will
Recipes
work,
and stuff.
although there's better weaponry. There's some additional materials in the pack which will have picks added, which I de-enabled. They will act like your normal picks, but it means at the very beginning all you can use is the hierarchy. How far you need to go in the hierarchy before you can cheat using other mods is debatable. Since it's Britannia based and Britannia has its own picks that, durability is based on its power, not on normal. Disabling that seems counterproductive. Since, I'm not trying to make the progression easy, but I am trying to get, the final overpowered product you're expecting from modded. Because, why not? I just want a progression to get there because it's part of the fun in my opinion, and it keeps the theme better than, oh, let's just make a world of diamond blocks and start in it. So that would be challenging, actually. I mean, diamonds are cheap, but food? Which is sometimes when people say overpowered mods, it's like, but what is your goal? Depending on your goal, it can be horribly overpowered. Or it could be completely useless. There's going to be a lot more monsters and, hi there, Trenton. A lot more monsters and dungeons. We will have things to explore. I'm trying to get something sort of like Etho's version of Biome So Plenty in there, which is an amplified version of Biome So Plenty. He did some tweaks to the mod, and it's distributed on Creative Commons no derivatives. So, yeah. The good thing is it's just part of the parameters of any Minecraft biome that he's tweaking. So I just need another mod that lets me tweak any biomes height, like amplified or half amplified. So I get to make it as amplified as I want. Every biome as amplified as I want. So I don't even have to match, and that includes, vanilla biomes. Looked like it worked for Twilight Forest. I was surprised. I thought they were doing a super flat generation. But that's cool, because some of those are a little boring. Not the mod itself, but, some of the terrain gen. To answer your question there, Trenton, my day went. Woke up early with a headache. Always a good start to the day. Just before I made coffee, power decided to go out? Are we improving yet? Yeah. And then when I got back from some chores and, being somewhere which wasn't, a powerless apartment. Enjoying some of North Carolina's terrain gen. We have some nice terrain gen here. In real life.
It's technically that could have still been powerless. I mean, a lot of the outside doesn't have electricity.
Oh, I didn't care at that point. Well, outside I did go to, a couple of stores with power and an ATM with power. Had those not had power, they would have been not worth my effort. And then I come back, and power's finally on. But the internet's out. I think someone, must have knocked a power, a telephone pole somewhere. Enough to hit the major intersection near me. But, all of that aside, the headache medicine eventually kicked in. And I'm online now. It'll just be a tea night, not a beer night. I wish I knew where I needed to do the redstone work down here, since I'm down here.
Well, that's what a secondary viewing account would be.
Yeah. Donate now for getting me a camera account. I slightly kid, I do not have a donate button technically. I'll PayPal my email address, it would get to me. I'd be more interested in enough viewers to make, even a silly PayPal for, buying a game every now and then a reasonable request. Which is why I haven't bothered with such things. But I have 50 downloads of that Wasteland mod. Or almost 50. It was 49 last I checked. Iron's a good placey block. You saw a bit of that first episode of that one, Sean?
Which one?
The other series I'm doing. My single player stuff.
I saw one of them, where you're doing, I don't know, you were staying still the whole time, building the thing. And I have to say I zoned out.
Well, the last one was a little more interesting. I did do the Wither battle and all the rituals. It might have took a half hour before I got there, but yeah. And I did build a little tempo to do the battle in, but I did that off camera. Yeah, sometimes that happens on the live stream, I've been noticing. I'm trying. That's one reason why when I do that, this new modded thing, I want to do it, actual episodes. Because I know why no one's watching my live streams after they're recorded. Trust me, I do.
It's 3 hours of 1 to 2 people sort of messing around for 3 hours.
I mean, chatting during it can be fun. So. No, that doesn't go there. It goes on that one. I don't have angle to it, but today we are doing redstone. Oh, and one reason I like Botania is it's set up to work between itself and vanilla very well, with a lot of redstone gadgets and other things you have to build, and not, you know, here's a magical box that does magic. Yeah, that one?
Yeah.
I mean, it depends what else you combine it with, but that's part of what makes that other stream feel boring even to me sometimes, is I have to make this magical box. I'm trying to do major things online, although you'll find I frequently do the let's just put it in the crafting grid ready to go. Particularly since, you know, in modded crafting grids you don't automatically, you know, push everything to the floor. Anyway, how was your day, Trenton? Hopefully less headaches.
Skeleton right here. No, there isn't. So I'm putting in the backside. Putting in the backside piece by piece.
Hi, Mr. Bone holding. The challenge with redstone is sort of understanding how it works and making sure nothing bud triggers. At least nothing you don't intend to. I hope they didn't fix that. I heard some rumor. I haven't been on
Bud triggers?
1.9.
Bud stuff? You heard a rumor about them fixing the bud bug?
Yeah.
I mean, but that's going to make understanding redstone easier. It might break a few devices.
Well, by break a few devices, I would like it to be easier to understand, but unless they replace the being able to detect something updated.
Well, maybe my sugar farm is going to be broken. Have to replace that.
Well, that's an easier one. You just need a timer at a long pulse, sort of like I'm doing at the melon farm.
Same problem? I missed part of that. My headphones knocked out.
Your farm isn't the biggest problem. You would just need a delay.
Yeah.
You know, just set a full-length Etho hopper timer and call it a day. But generally how most people do redstone is there's some common circuits we look up. And otherwise, it's just understanding what each piece does. It's very logical. It's very like electrical circuits.
My favorite thing is, with a few of the basic pieces, if you look them up, just without typing in Minecraft, you get EE documents. What I'm thinking of is a T flip-flop, which is very much so an actual thing.
Yeah, no. A lot of the components, they're using the electronical name, of course. But and I will tell you, I have about as much success in doing redstone cold as I do looking up from transistors alone. Logic circuits. Read. I sort of understand a T flip-flop when I look at one.
It's easier if there were redstone, like, gates, then you could do more simple programming.
Yeah. I was debating those mods, but I'm debating not. So we do get Danny's surface, which adds you multicolored redstone.
Okay.
Or
So
multicolored.
not just Mumbo's.
No, not just blue, any dye color. And not just rails made to look like blue redstone either. If you were curious how he did that.
I watched the explanation.
But, yeah. I needed more of the diorite level.
Come on, man.
Tell me we're actually gonna have to go...
Not like a stack of unpolished diorite, but it's also here.
I
Just
am
take it.
playing with my, brother.
Oh, hey, I'm Sean. That's the other person. We don't quite live near anywhere.
Yeah.
Our way of staying in contact.
We are near each other in the game. For now, anyway. Who knows what the future is. But the other project we can do, without worrying about 1.9, is covering this place. But if you want full automation, and you can do more full automation than here in Britannia, you know, you'll have to make some redstone. And plants a lot of flowers, because, well, it's a flower tech mod.
We are both very far from gold.
Boy. And I do all that, and I have 47 in my inventory. Yep.
I threw them at you. Yep. I was trying to be helpful. This is what you do to your poor brother.
I don't know. I was thinking of giving that skelly I put in your base one of these. There. Wither Scully skull.
Ah. Well, you could have just given him one of mine. It's a collection.
I've been noticing. I think it somehow grew since I last... when I put the skelly there, and I'm confused as to how.
You didn't notice the 3 in the back? I don't know.
It must have been I couldn't notice, because...
I haven't been on in 2 weeks.
Did that after watching Tango's Halloween.
A little bit busy. 2 weeks ago, my car decided to be dead. So, last year I moved into Boston, in the actual city, in the bounds of mass transit system. So I have been needing my car less and less. A few weeks ago I started a new job, actually also within the T system, opposed to my job before that, which I needed to drive or take a commuter rail to. So I haven't been needing to drive because driving would be slower and more expensive. So,
Getting to park.
yes, that's
which is part of the expense.
To get a monthly pass for the mass transit system is $75 a month, and to pay for parking in the building is $300 a month. So, yeah. But I have a new car. We're newish. It's from 2013, and apparently a new feature of cars since the bad car I used to drive, Mom's old Hyundai, was that they have a lot more ambient features that are on all the time, running off the battery, like to make it so that the car lights up when you come near it or something. So the battery dies after about a week on use. dead.
Interesting. That still sounds less than my car.
Right. So, well, you've got a bigger battery.
Well, yes and no. I don't know what it does. If it can go between the two batteries, it has enough to power, your house for a day. I exaggerate a little, I think.
So,
Prius, by the way.
yeah, and I have a Civic, and my Civic's slightly newer than your Prius, but not much. So that it was dead. I did the nice thing and decided to let someone borrow my car, and they went to start it, and it was dead. No good deed. And then a neighbor helped me jump in, and we must have severely messed up because there was a big spark and then everything died. Like before, when I tried to attach, I had like an emergency battery that just wasn't charged up enough to start my car, but he saw me playing with it and decided to help me jump. And it was like trying to start, it just wasn't doing anything. Then the big spark, then absolutely nothing, just nothing. Of course, I left my car like that for a week. I replaced the battery, and that did nothing. Because apparently one of the major fuses had burned out. The major fuse.
Yeah. That
So
sounds like you
bad.
shorted something bad.
Yeah, so, I mean, at least it didn't, like, kill
Well,
anything.
that's what a fuse is.
The fuses worked, but unfortunately it burned out, like, the central fuse box connecting all of the fuses. So they needed to replace that whole fuse structure.
Want me to think about riddles there while I'm failing to think about redstone. Hi there, Ridley.
Riley. Anyway, got that fixed 2 weeks ago, and that's why I wasn't playing.
And last week was combinational things.
Combinations of things. I adopted a dog last week. It was near me, apparently. And yeah. So now we have.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't adopt a dog last week. I just basically was at 8 p.m. and I had a sore throat, and I'm like, I'm going to talk for 2 hours, 3 hours? Okay. I think we need some torches and some redstone dust and some other things.
Any redstone here? There's a single block. How much you got on you?
On person, 45 dust, and in here, 49 blocks.
Okay.
44 blocks. As I did. And it's in the chest there. Except for what I...
Alright, I'm gonna start wiring up the back of these pistons. Not into everything, because I don't know how it works quite, but just doing
I don't remember how it works either.
I'm gonna do these 3 things as they
All
are.
we know is we are clapping this one because we made it functional about 5 streams ago.
Weeks ago.
That's streams, not weeks. But the idea is the villager comes in here and is like me right now, trapped.
Did you get yourself out, or do I need to? Around?
I got my... thing. Brother hasn't yet uploaded a video to you that I know of.
Not for this.
And
It's
if
one
he
project
has,
in
it hasn't been on his channel attached to your Google Plus name.
No, it's not. No. It was one project in high school. I'm not publishing that again.
But basically, when someone's in the tripwire hook, the wiring is supposed to trap you in and then open up this, which should be otherwise closed. And right now, all I have is the live streams and a how to install that Wasteland, not the mod, but, you know, the map. I'm hoping to do episodes, as I said, when we start the next server experiment thing. And hopefully that cuts out me jumping around aimlessly. A little bit. Just a little bit. This is interesting. Glad we don't have water in here yet. Ooh, that one. That's a repeater. That's just on the surface there, into the repeater. Okay then. Think somehow magically where's that stone? Oh, it is the stone block. I see. Okay, got it. I think maybe for luck. You
To the rest of the class.
Hmm.
Going to explain to the rest of the class.
Yeah, as I do it and fail. If I carve out this, we will see what's going on. So on this block here is the tripwire hook. So if I put a bit of dust there, it'll turn on when you're in here.
How this one works?
This is how redstone works, yes. And what I have there is a
my audio cut out.
repeater here. Your audio?
My audio cut out for a second. I have this pair of wireless headphones that sometimes decides it's not connected.
Don't tell me how to make repeaters. Good. I usually try to make them in bulk, because they're a little more finicky than the usual. So that repeater now will get also powered. All bit of it, but... And even when that's still covered. Thus... Yes. Thus, slamming power into this block here, which is, even though it is part of the design, and thus letting me get power there. So if Sean goes into that one, go up top somewhere.
But I can't. Okay. Second one?
Yep. That turns on. Perfect. Okay, and that's how we're getting the signal below. Oh. Did I have any? No. No delay? Basically, we're going to have a water path here. So this little trough we're jumping in is going to have, you know, a water stream pushing the villagers along. So we can't, and, you know, I heard a good one about redstone and water the other day. Redstone does like water very much. It dissolves in it. Water soluble. This is not quite true because it always floats around, but you know. Anyway, the point is when redstone gets wet, you are not happy. After that, it's a simple matter of powering a piston that is supposed to be here. Oak slab wins.
Is this the one you set up, or? Oh, I see what you mean. Sorry, the stream's behind.
Working on it. I'm working on it. Okay. And with that, and some more light so we don't get friendly guests down here. And or explosive ones. And now, when we come in, we get trapped. Perfect.
And the release button hasn't been put in yet. Put in the button, but I don't think you wired it.
No. Can you put that slab back since it's obviously still up there?
Got it. Nice.
So now this button is supposed to be the reject button. You know, when the villager no longer has a useful trade, we reject them. Which is very polite.
I often confuse the words polite and draconian.
I think those were safe to break. Hope. I think all that's safe to break. I have to fix this problem called inventory.
Hmm.
And
okay, so I just wired up the stream stoppers, all the ones that we have set up.
And I'm missing a couple.
I mean, they're
The
not
carpets
like...
are just there to hide the that can not be a hole. And this is the path eventually. So, at some level what we have to do is pipe the baby villagers that are accumulating at feeds in here, and maybe a couple of the adults initially, because our infinite breeding is being, yeah. We need to get them automatically piped. Who opened a door? Was that you?
Oh?
You can open a door? Or did we have an escapee? We haven't been... We might have an escapee. Yeah, we have the escapee.
Okay. I don't know, maybe I opened a door 5 weeks ago, but I haven't been down here.
I just heard, you know, a wood door open. That's fine. He'll be the first contestant. Does he have good trades, or is he chesting the other part, too?
He's a butcher, so all the raw pork and chicken you need.
Oh, I have a double chest of that. Chicken. Yeah. So eventually, you know, so what he did is he walked back up because we don't have the thing fully contained yet. And he walked back into the village because it was nighttime and found the trap that the baby are supposed to find.
He will keep finding the trap because he keeps finding his way back up there.
Yeah. Not really a problem. He won't at daytime because he won't care. But anyhow, that's not a problem. As I said, once we do wire the whole thing up, he gets to be contestant numero uno, or he gets to be permanently not quite in the village, and we send him to Happy Villager Island. Doesn't really matter. Okay, yo, where were we? I was looking at this circuit now. So here, on top of this block is the button. And it simply powers in torch, which causes this to retract. So under these, we put a block. And that's the last one in this series. Actually, there will be one more here. And then I just need a few more redstone torches, which Sean is providing. Good.
Oh, my headphones keep doing this. Keep cutting out for a few seconds. Not for any fault of yours.
And all we need is under there a block that'll also have redstone on it. Okay. Enderman aside, we're good. I need to add that game roll. You know, I've been saying that forever.
Literally. Since the beginning of time. Literally, since the beginning of time. Oh, as far as this world's concerned.
Just about. Like, the first time an Enderman caused the server to crash. It's like, you know... Ooh. Basically, that makes that retract. And whoever is standing there gets sent down.
What's not? Only the second one's closing. What are the other ones missing? Only the second one's closing. It got that the other ones are missing.
Second, that looks closed. They look right to me.
Well, hold on. Maybe I'm misunderstanding which part we were just building.
Solid, solid. I'm building the retractable floor.
Oh, got it. Okay.
The, I mean, we need carpet on these two.
Alright, that's what we just did.
This one's broken because I need a oak slab.
Okay.
Or I need a full block, not an oak slab, but putting the second slab will rectify that. So that is weird. Someone I was watching the other day. They had something like that where the signal did power the piston, and it's like, I think that's supposed to work now.
You hit the button on the ramen?
Hmm?
Hit the
No,
button.
I'm stuck.
That kind of stuck.
Oh, you seem out now.
I'm not stuck. I'm just... looks weird from that side, but I want to see it from this side.
And we don't have... And we don't have the upper blocks in a couple of these, because we can walk through. I'll fix that right there. Okay. Ooh. That, yes, is the retracting. That's the reject button. And effectively is supposed to send you down here. Any? Where there will eventually be another water stream collecting our rejects. And we'll try to close up this area as much as we can without interfering eventually. Which is going to be a little more interesting over here because, well... but we'll deal with that. Probably just make the stream not...
Ooh, look, a water stream.
I think that's the wrong direction. I say think because... I don't know. Eventually I want them to all go out that way, but I think we're going to have to loop them around here to get them all. Or maybe we'll have two of them go this way and then just merge them here and combine them that way. I don't know. Okay. Ew. We're now missing... No, we're missing... this circuit. No, I did this circuit here. We have to continue it. The other circuit is this one up here. So this is really a combination of 3 different circuits. So 2 of them are attached to the same switch. If I mine this one out.
Ooh. Our cleared out area. Their cleared out area of the water may be 1 shy here.
I put that one there. That now will turn on when we trigger the trap. And that's the same as going on here, underneath. Have that right? If I mine this one out too. Wait. What? Oh. One too far. This one. We're doing a similar thing, thus there into the repeater.
1 second, I'm fixing our platform. Which will be problematic.
And, yep. And that one there. Okay, good, good. So basically, when someone's in here, both the trigger on this side fires. Wait, the trigger on this side fires. Yes. Which goes under and pushes this block here. And the trigger on this side, which Sean just wired up.
And I was just wiring those up.
You effectively get down there, but that's a separate problem. Effectively, both this line gets powered and this torch gets inverted. The invert of that torch powers this piston eventually. When we're lucky. That seems ripe for Bud, which has been our headache on this. And yeah. The lower one of those two you can remove, it's the upper one. I said I needed the up.
I was in my own head. I was...
Yep. I just was falling.
Like, this doesn't need to be here.
I mean, one of them doesn't. I just need it there because floating blocks are not directly possible.
Redstone for now.
Hmm?
Out of redstone for now.
Well, not much
Plenty
up
more.
here. So which one of these do you think I missed? Uh-oh. That's not right.
When I got 2 repeaters. Probably not good. Here, take them back. Find out where they came from.
Well, something's not right on this one. Probably because you don't have the torch in place. No, you have to have the torch in place. We still have a budding problem. No, that worked. Thank you. But when I went into number 2 here, This didn't retract. And still isn't retracting. Unless the repeater's wrong underneath. The repeater's wrong underneath. Okay. In your category of not needing to be there, I think. Now? Yes, that looks good. Good.
Yep, that looks right.
Obviously, we're missing a block. Crap. Them. But that's okay for testing. Because...
In fact, we should have done that while testing the first one. But, Alright, so it should just be the repeater for all of them. Oh no, this one isn't trapping me.
Yeah, now it will.
Yeah, but it's not retracting. Okay.
Working on it, working on it.
Work faster.
What? And, yeah. A magnet. Okay. Get me out. Yes, not fully trapped yet, but you know. The redstone function is working. Like how I'm like getting the next one and you just, you know, end up there.
But I missed.
What? You missed?
Yeah, that's
That's the word. Exactly. Missed.
Oh, we're both being awful at this. Like, usually I do better than
You have to finish that other course.
Yeah, that's something we can work on too. These are pretty much wired up.
Yeah. Problem is... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Like half a heart on fire. No food, you know.
I kind of like seeing you jump around with 6 arrows sticking out of you. And now the question
Have enough
is,
bone meal?
where did you sleep last?
What?
Now the question is, where did you sleep last?
Skelly farm.
That's not so bad. And yes, we have more than enough bone meal. Well,
And
Well,
therefore,
rather-
you understand my question.
I have 16 bone meal on me now, and I don't see any reason to get more. So,
Yes, because I got tired of hearing thunder in the priest. And I was standing in the Skelly farm picking some stuff up. Yeah, you know.
I assume you're going to be less than 5 minutes, and I should just leave your stuff there.
Not on either. Hey. Aye. That fails because I don't have fire aspect. In part because fire aspect's really annoying with Enderman.
Mhm.
Yes, it's the Ender too. You don't talk about the Ender one. Some pigmen thought it would be a nice addition to.
Around Stilmer still, if you haven't.
In the farm.
Okay, yeah. Found that.
So I assume he dropped the sword eventually, and then I assume it went into the overflow category, which is entirely filled of gold sword, and then it overflowed that into the lava pit. So I know exactly what happened.
It'd be nice if you could filter a little bit better, like, this is definitely
Like
trash.
anything but a gold sword.
Yes.
That one, yeah. Because anything they drop that's not a gold sword, I'm interested in too. I'm a little bit interested in rarely a gold sword, but I think I have enough storage for that. And there's no amount. We're just a bit out of the carpet, aren't we?
We could use another oak slab to fix that one thing.
Okay, so part of the question is, how do we get them up here? That went far. So, with some luck, I'm over a lava pillow. And then there'll be an intermission. Feel I should have hit something. I hear all of them. Not actually helpful.
Here, come towards me.
Where are you standing?
Near you. I can see your name tag.
See you. Different.
Oh, I'm asking. I'm sitting right by the villagers.
Villager. Going to that old beacon base. if I'm
we're
on the
side.
right level.
Too deep for that. Here's the old beacon base.
Hmm?
Here's the old beacon base.
Yes, yes it is. Perfect, actually. Well...
Oh, breeder, the villager you have in the middle of the breeder, just to set off the detector, whatever.
Hmm?
He was doing your detector villager.
Yeah.
He had the hearts going off while he was alone in this little room with no
I know,
contact
so sad.
forever.
I had to leave it at that. Okay. Well, I'll take down the beacon base eventually. I have ice up above. He's probably going to escape our escapee. And then he'll be outside the village in zombie-infested nightly rituals, and yeah. That is, if we don't do anything to hasten. Nope. Well. Dude, what happens is, we're going to eventually remove the lower level here. And there'll just be fences over here. Might allow some of the other guys out too, but that's okay. And then the baby villagers are going to come up here at night, open the door to go home, and walk in to say hello to the detector villager. Yeah, that doesn't turn out too well for them. And then they go this way. So far, very alive, don't worry. We're not trying to hurt any villager. Really. Not until we reject their trade, anyway. Or we are out of space for more villagers in town. Yeah, that doesn't turn out too well. Am I hearing echo from your side or the...
My microphone's off, so... Or was, until I just put it on again. So I don't think you're hearing anything from me.
Somehow go to game? Yeah. I don't want to know. So eventually the villagers are going to be piped here. I have some glass.
Sorry, what was that?
Have some glass.
Yeah, I got some on me. Great.
One of 2 cheaty potions I was supposed to have on me. Or when you
Where am I?
inevitably use a bow.
Oh.
And I had it on me, I just...
Glass in my inventory. Oh, here. Stay still. Big stack. There's.
In the what?
Oh. Yes, because I had a stack of glass amongst other things. Apparently I have 3 stacks of sand. So, there's that.
Yes, and now the villager gets pushed here, just like that. Good example. And I want it glass so we can be down here and look at the babies, by the way. Should be accumulating here once we open it up. Out of the way, you. Signs. There, Augustin.
No, not my favorite movie. Sorry, some comments.
Vision. Silky. Don't know why I have the other one. Silky is the one I need for Silk Touch. Let's leave it at that. Alright. Dealing with the village trader hall. As soon as I remember what I was looking for, it was signs. I mean, of all the signs we have created on this server.
Yeah, I think by the Guardian place, we still have like
5,008.
I think legitimately no hyperbole around 80.
Way.
I've never played modded Minecraft.
I'm working on that.
Yeah,
Getting you to
working on
play.
making me play modded Minecraft. Yeah. You play a fair amount.
Yeah, on and off. Modded Minecraft has its pros and cons. Its cons is I have mixed feelings about a lot of the tech mods. Be honest.
I mean, I guess technically this is a version of modded Minecraft, but it feels like you just changed two constants.
More or less.
What is it? Their villages can spawn with dark oak instead of just oak.
I was trying to do that in my in this modded pack too, but really can't. Well, you can, but not with the forge reset things.
Okay. Then what? You upped it to 5 fortresses instead of 3?
Yeah, and they're
That
going to go
one's
to
10.
128 and 1.9, so... Are we done?
But that definitely was just, you went in and changed the constant.
That required 3 constant.
Ooh. That sounds like bad programming.
Oh, well... It makes it more configurable, actually. One was the distance from center.
Makes sense.
One was the number. And the other, which I sort of agree with you, is basically a radius. You know, how many around.
Okay.
I like Botania. In fact, the pack I'm working on to introduce Sean is going to be very Botania-based. So I'll be sick of it when we're done. For a little while.
What's Thaumcraft?
Another magic mod. If you did a Harry Potter mod, it is it.
I mean, we've got plenty of wands in this world by the witch farm.
Away with you. Down. I don't know. I don't have an opinion yet about Thaumcraft, really. It... grindy aspects to it, which I think might be balanced for what it is reasonably well, so I can't complain too much, but... I haven't managed the time to succeed. I was trying to sort of do that in that Agrarian Skies bit, but I don't know. Got tired of building things for the sake of building them because the quest book said so. And thus, it's been on hold more than just my streaming of it, which I don't think streaming it. I might play it. But I'm actively working on a Britannia-based mod pack. I hope to set up a server for. Probably end up on Cursed Launcher, although I don't know. Cursed Launcher's a pain. Cursed Launcher has no Linux version. And, well, as you might have noticed on the F3 screen somewhere, does it say? No. Apparently not. Good for it. Well, I am running Linux here, so... Hi. You want to come this way? I need to put an ice block where your head is.
Oh, clearly the only solution is murder. There we go.
I think that is going to be the only solution, because I'm putting him into a corner, which is not going to end well. Away with you!
Well, now they're not going to breed for a while.
Not worried about that. Can't imagine why.
Huh. So, I'm thinking about getting a Steam controller.
I hear tell people who like to complain about things don't like it.
Well, yeah, that's...
the rule of the universe.
And people who are open to trying new things seem to say that it's a thing that functions, which is great. And part of the problem is that, so I've got a bunch of 360 controllers. I don't have an Xbox 360, never have, but I got some controllers to test out. And they work fine, except they're all dying because they've all been purchased 6 years ago or something. And I need a new one. And I want to try something new. And there is supposed to be there's this new Super Xbox controller that's got more key, more buttons than a keyboard, and they're configurable and swappable, and you can do whatever you want with it. That seems like maybe more than I need because it's also like $200.
Waiting. Oop. But today we are on vanilla. We will be doing some modded. I do modded streams frequently on Thursdays, so if you catch me then. And maybe Tuesdays in future. We'll see. Once we start the other server. It's waiting on me to, finish building the pack. Britannia, I am going to have extra utilities in there, although I'm nerfing the generators, so it's going to be interesting to use. By nerf, I mean clicking the disable option. This is the joy of making water source blocks. The only advantage of this method is I don't have to go grab more buckets of water. Kiki, and up. But mostly it's meant for adventure outside of Britannia, and a little bit of construct. So, Twilight Forest, Urbis, I need a bunch of generation mods. Biomes aplenty, which I hope to amplify some, so we have more amplified terrain for a change. And that is requiring me to make a second small mod of my own, which I will need to post somewhere. So, it can be easily distributed through the system without them, worrying about me copying myself. And that usually runs into then you have to document the thing, and it's always fun documenting 5 lines of code. I think we decided it was that. Right?
I think so.
Right? And then if I do the same thing... So, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the sign. 1, 3, 4, 5. If I put it into the same location... Say, I owned an axe before another incident. Three, four, 5. 1, 2, 3. Counting. Fail. Okay. Meaning the source block should be there. It's gonna melt before I get to it, isn't it? Just notice the torch after. 1, 2, 3. Yep. And that goes under it. Maybe not on that side. Let's be consistent. Wrong. There we go. Okay. And now when you get pushed in here, hopefully the water continues going.
Sorry, again. Yep.
I took out the roof ones for now. Because, right. Okay. So what should happen, let me do a system test here. Otherwise you just have drowned villagers. And as fun as that is, you know, not quite the point. So all the baby villagers will fall here. They will take this nice ride down the water stream here. And most of the babies will get stuck in this little one high here. Occasionally they will swim successfully up to here and bob till they decide they're getting tired and go down. When they become too high though, they'll easily swim up here. Be pushed along by the stream, take some drowning occasionally, but you know, not enough to eat up their. And then they're going to swim. And swim. And they'll be here, and we do want to put a roof on this, like a glass top, just so we can watch them without them bouncing around too much and jumping out like that. But, and they're going to do this, and come here. And with the roof on top, they will have been forced here. And then, you're going to, not do that. You're going to look at my trades, and I'm going to offer you 4 gunpowder for about 20,000 emeralds.
Did any water follow you down after you dropped?
Yes, they did.
Oh, but it falls in the pit. Good. That I already dug out the pits.
It did not cause damage, but we don't really want that, I don't think. That should be solvable.
I don't think it's going to be an issue. It's going to drop into the stream that they're going into.
We'll see.
And I think the alternative is you have to...
A sign on the opposite side of this. Otherwise things get ugly. Since it's a moving block, I can't do something like a pressure plate. That is fail. So, I think we got the function here. We just need to repeat the shell a bunch of times and finish the redstone. Which brings us to our next little thing. Yeah, so they're going to be swimming along here. Happy, happy, happy. Around here, there'll be another couple stalls over there. Continue all the way around. I think the next trick, and I just don't know what I want to do yet, so we're probably going to leave space for it, is somewhere here I want to be able to have 1 or 2 sitting in a minecart so we can take them to places far and wide. And then basically this path ends on the reject stream. Basically, when you fall down there, you end up here, and this will be another water stream funneling them all to Happy Villager Island. Let's see if we can make a little bit of Happy Villager Island. That'll be a little bit... Our time check, 11 p.m.
Yeah.
So another hour-ish. Target 3 hours now. I did some of the earlier ones longer, but
play until 4 in the morning anymore. At least not on the stream.
It's better if I take a break. Servers sort of depend what you want to do. I mean, this I pay a nice penny for, but I'm not. I was paying the penny before I used it for Minecraft, so.
I mean, you can use whatever computer you play Minecraft on as a server. It may not be a good
If
server.
you want just 2 people, you mean, and you have a laptop always running at home, you don't need tons and tons of power exactly, although faster processor will help. For the server, you don't need a video card at least. Because... but this server has a nicer processor than my desktop.
It does help when at least the server is a different box than what you're playing on. Offload some processing.
Yeah. So if you have enough cores, Minecraft's not quite multi-core enough that it might still be beneficial to make a server process separate. But I don't think... how many cores your current computer have?
6.
Yeah, at that point, you probably could just run it there. It's not too bad, so long as it's separate. At 4, it depends what I have going. Right now, with Minecraft going, streaming, audio... we occasionally see a frame hitch. And I'm at 80-something% of my total CPU.
On your local or on the server?
On my local. And that's across all 4 cores, 80%. So that 1 core is not fully maximized. Sounds like actually 1 core is not being used at all. So I'm using about 3 of my cores between everything running right now, local.
So I have my F3 open, and there seems to be some sort of memory leak because I told you I reallocated a stupid amount of RAM because I have 64 gigs in this thing, so I put 16 as what Minecraft had access to, and somehow it's using 5 right now.
5 gigs.
Yeah.
As people might see right now, I'm allocated at 677 megabytes. I mean, my maximum. So, did you set the min or max? That would be the question.
Set the max.
Because if you set the min, you should be like me right now, because I haven't hit max. I don't know. And I have it set more graciously on RAM than the default. So I figure this side of the island is far enough away we can actually have doors. Want a fence around the outside, I think. But the idea is we're going to fence in the island, try to prevent, you know, spawning and stuff. I don't think that question's appropriate. Or, more likely, the follow-up questions are not. Where was it? But the far side should be far enough away it doesn't impact the town down there. And the idea is to have another trap with the trap doors. Except that one, they fall instead of into a waiting stream of water, a waiting stream of something significantly hotter.
I believe I am being asked to go for a walk by Pooch.
Ah.
So, I believe
Well,
I'll be right back.
We'll then be right back. Logging off might be beneficial than standing right there.
You know, right here is for me.
Well, a zombie. With a diamond sword, nonetheless, named Easy Terry, might attack you if you stay there. No, pressing F7 and vanilla Minecraft will not show me the spawn area.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Yep. Okay. So the idea is to make a couple of small little houses here for the villagers that go to Happy Villager Island. We're on it. They're just not very inhabitable houses. Off we go. Perfect. If we have the supplies here, if not, I'm gonna go elsewhere. Good supply for this. Need the ice. Much. Absolute junk. Do we have some bone meal around? Did. Anywho. Yeah, so come here. We'll need a little well. We'll need a tree or two, you know. Make the place look nice as we send the villagers their demise. Of course, the houses will have to be up here on stilts, I think. Three. Okay. That can be the corner. Although if that's the corner, it'll be this way. I want it taller? I don't know. The inside. That can be a door. Let's go lighter. I don't know, maybe that's too... Come on. That's too light, but I feel the dark oak's gonna be too dark. Door and a window? Maybe spruce wood? I'll think about it later. And the question then becomes, how deep do we want? So right here is going to be the trap. And it'll have to go down a little ways, because obviously if I'm putting a lava trap there, I don't want it close enough to burn the house. And it'll just be an open trap door, so they'll fall in when they go inside. But generally, that is one house facade. We will work on fleshing it out. Probably a second house facade here, same idea. And ideally to the same level. Yep. Go. Have jump boost. Fail. And again. Better entrance, but that's okay. But they'll come into these at night because they're villagers and they're going to be escaping the zombies. And both of them will just have a fall right here and a trapdoor, so they do fall. Go down a bit and have a pool of lava so they don't collect up. Otherwise, we'll have a town well somewhere on this side, which will be the exit of the stream from over there. And we'll spruce this place up a little bit. Maybe some other little trade-looking things, but this is a decorative build, so functionally, it's just... Oops. Hello. So functionally, this is not going to be as big a thing. We're sending them here when we're done with them over there. Only leaves us dealing with there is some spawning potential here, which we have to worry about, because I'm afraid of a zombie getting here, and especially a baby zombie will run through here and get the villager. We'll have to do something. I'm going to be right back. Stream is not over, but I just need a second. And back. So, anyone is still in stream, what do you prefer, modded or vanilla Minecraft? I will say, more people watch the live streams for vanilla. Okay. These are the signs just to continue the water stream. No big deal. I just want them out of my inventory. The ice I already got out of my inventory, so we'll do that some other time. If you're not seeing it, this will also be a trading cell like those. Mess with the design. Another two here, and then this whole side as well. So, we've got a bit of building to do, but the basics seem to be working. Probably just do it off stream. My silk. Yep. Did I have spruce? I have more dark oak. That's a plank. Jungle oak. Birch oak. Spruce. There's spruce. Out of the blind hole. And while we're at it, that can go away. I need one of those. Yucky. Better, not perfect. So I wanted to see... Goodbye, Buff. If this looked better. I think so. What we could use... blocks to stand on, even if just temporary. Up there. We can decorate a house with a crafting table. That is certainly allowed. And that is the trapdoor. That's skewed earlier than it used to be. Allowed. Hopefully that doesn't lag us too much, but it hasn't historically. Cube. Oh, that's not gonna work because I'm gonna have to replace that block, but... That's a nice feature in 1.9. These will be able to float So I could remove this block without it getting destroyed. I don't know what the floor is going to be yet, though. Ew. Let's not jump too far ahead of ourselves. So I'm out of the dark oak. So I was thinking here, something like that for the underside. Really want that jump boost back. And then I could do vertical logs on top.
Hey.
Hello there.
Okay. Looks like buildings.
Well, facades. Buildings would go back some. So, the idea is, you know, these trapdoors I put here will be open to a fall to death. And yes, your mic is echoing back to me.
My mic's off.
When muted, it echoes back to me. Don't ask me why.
It's weird.
Seems more troublesome than it's worth. Yeah. Yeah, so the goal is then you come down here, about here, and you dump some lava on my head. Please don't.
I know what I must do. A mission from Gad. Oh, I apologize for any sound. I got Marcy Big Antler today, and not exactly quiet when she chews on it.
And here is the viewing window. Because you always want viewing windows, right?
Death pits?
What?
I mean, happy villager death pits?
Exactly. There should be a ladder down to here. At least the slime block launcher up.
You have lava?
Go the wrong way.
3 buckets?
There it is.
3 buckets?
Ow.
Low lava? Okay. Look like you have 3 buildings set up. And you can't make infinite lava blocks.
Yep. Interesting. Just where I reappeared. Here you are, Mr. Zombie. We already heard you. Don't have to reiterate. Or send Skelly after me.
Some lava. Let's give it back into the... This room's still in the buckets from.
Getting buckets from?
The little furnace thing you got going in there.
No. Well, it was useful.
And if you could just kindly step into one of the pits, we can test this.
Hi. He might, though. Here, just right this way, Come on. There you go. So, down here, and no, there's no other non-ender pearl out I'm working at. Don't pour it down there. Drop down. And if you don't have one, I can toss you a pearl. So what we want is behind where he is, just behind this glass. This side first. You know, just against the first block there. And it'll cover both. Yeah.
The closer block?
The closer block. We want to push them into the wall while they burn.
Okay. That's just it, but okay.
There's no reason for two, though. I don't mind it. This one you do.
I mean,
try not to flood yourself with lava when he shoots.
Break the glass second now.
Oh. Have a pick.
I do, just to be faster.
Ready?
And there goes that glass.
Eh. And ages. You have a pearl? In your back?
Just waiting for you to split it out. But that didn't work.
That's what I did to you. In your back? Yo, hit you, not anywhere you.
You put this tray in?
Yeah. Ugly? Or just wondering how it randomly grew in the desert?
The latter.
Yeah, so we're going to make these look nice, but then we're going to leave this door open, and that looks less nice.
You can put signs in saying, watch out for that first step. Or...
Yeah, we'll just have the cake in the background. It is, after all.
Not a lie, per se. I mean, there is a cake there.
And there was a cake in Portal. Saw it at the credits. Makes the line for its jewel be baked. Seem also accurate, you know? I'm gonna do something else for a little bit. We can just finish this off stream. Right? The part we're missing is somehow after we collect, after we collect all the rejects below, we're gonna have to drop them down and probably, just water elevator them up onto the island into what will look like a well-ish thing. So they'll just reach the top and swim out and be on the island and say it's nighttime and go running into the house. Or cake. Watch out for the first step. Like that. Except not this glitchy. I know the other thing I can work waiting for 9.
Oh?
My tram.
Hey.
Not today, but another glitchy. So weird appearing in Mushroom Island. Backup's done.
Don't you hear Mushroom Island?
The dirt platform the portal now exits at the theme. But no, we can get the tram going. That's not gonna break, it's just gonna be a minecart. Like, this elevator's not gonna break. Just minecarts.
We're not exploiting any glitches, I don't think, unless the cactus thing isn't really what they intended.
Unless they want to stop breaking it some reason. Where am I? Which way did we go, George? Where did we go? I don't know. I'm thinking about this, and I'm thinking about this. And if anyone still watching was here last stream, well, I've seen this as a little jungle gym for us to be for PvP battles. I'm debating what I want to do about this door, because there is a problem with this door. There's only one. And I'm expecting it to be teams or more. And at some level I just say, okay, let's just go in, spread ourselves evenly and then say go. Or have some lights say go.
Unfinished that one. Yeah, there are no buttons on this side.
Well, oh, I know why. Very silly reason, actually. That stream got cut short.
Ah.
It got cut short because my internet died. Like, just as I put the redstone underneath, and I never got around here to, But obviously we need to build up the wall to however high this is going. We are allowed to go up higher. We can have other little obstacles in the air. Didn't have jump boost. This has the Fun way. Well, as long as, you know, everyone has jump boosts and everyone doesn't, and I don't know how. Well, let's put it this way. Using a potion that other people can't use, not allowed. Unless you really agreed on it. It's not to say you can't say during the run, you can't have one jump potion. And if there's many players, maybe you can steal it and get... Both waiting on that one. Ooh. Thinking of flame to your advantage there. Said there was anything of cheating, it's supposed to be. Am I getting you, or are you only getting me?
You got me once. By the way, I wasn't up there anymore.
What?
By the way, I wasn't up there anymore.
Yeah, my was... So what I'm supposed to do is steal the bows and arrows from here, the Skelly farm. And we are not really supposed to... Our... blade. Deeper. Because that way you get more hits and more regen. The question is, how do we do Tango Tech's other thing? Well, I guess he doesn't have an archery. His thing. The Bomberman one. I mean, I know how he did it. Oh, oh, so painful.
What did you do?
Has a room like fully filled with water that you put TNT down and try to blow up your other players.
Okay. Blowing up blocks part of the point of that.
But the idea is you don't want to blow up the core. No, that one it's not. I was thinking of doing that as a mini game, because then we don't care. But one is a board.
And you left some stuff in that.
I'm gonna want the food.
And that you don't. I'm just complaining that you don't have repeaters for some reason. I know you made a million of them.
No, because I'm gonna forget where I put them when I actually need them next. And well. But that's the whole point of the building, is just something to climb around like that. I want them to be more, not necessarily more built. I mean, this is a small one-chunk course, so, you know, don't... If you want a full-sized, really not fair is it's not on my hotbar.
I haven't let go, I'm just got the shot lined up.
What?
Didn't say I was gonna fire, I just got it lined up.
And what potion do you have?
No, I think I just
Oh,
got
just
disqualified
jump.
for leaving.
Yeah, that's why there's supposed to be a wall there. My potion, by the way, was fire resistant. If you were curious.
Oh, there we go.
What?
Oh, and my bed apparently doesn't exist anymore. Wherever I slept.
Well, that's not a bad position for you to return from. 2, when I cheat and use a fire resist potion against your bow.
I mean, I still feel like in a fair game I would have won. I hit you like 20 times while you were drinking it.
The other one was to get like a strength potion and just sword you. Oh, it's you. It looked like a leather helmet at the top of your head from that angle. Yes. Odd you're looking up here as you're dressing. Have you seen that other game Tango was playing? That looked like a fun puzzle. Us, anyway. I can't remember the name, of course I can't right now. Come on, YouTube. No fair.
Fair.
Says the one who cheated on the last round, I know. What?
Yeah, it's plenty fair. Here, let me use my bow again.
The armor is still OP, the diamond. That only gave me 1 heart. What happens in 1.9? They're supposed to balance that better. And I have 4 minutes left on the other thing. I think this is going to be better with no armor because of that. But the weaker bow, so it's not a 1-hit. Because that's not really what I'm looking for. This is actually almost fair because I have the fire resist and you. Uh-oh. Doing better on the jumping. I should have been. And therefore getting the bonus.
Oh, now I get to watch it on the other screen from the beginning.
You know, you were getting the crits. Which is indeed what I should have been doing. Don't get me wrong. Part of my problem is you get so used to the silliness of the Minecraft mobs. And part of it is, you know, sometimes when you're attacking me, it's like, I'm equipped for Minecraft mob.
Not something that can actually kill you.
Exactly. Which is to say, I can't get better, and we both need to get better in 1.9. Is it different?
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean,
Practice
there's a
makes
certain-
perfect, so I'm not exactly, you know, concerned about it.
There is a certain type of person that's going to be complaining about the combat forever.
That anyway.
Yeah, but I don't know.
That from previous version. Why is it going to be different for what not?
What I saw of it looked interesting. I mean, it looked like you had to actually like pay attention to what you're doing, or much click like a minion. My super method for beating you up is bow.
And the other thing is one thing that I am not doing, which I know people can do, is I'm used to, you know, half-second clicks of sword. In part because the mobs don't take damage if you do it quicker than that. So there's no reason. I mean, you can be like some people I see who are like, wow, 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 wow. And the chicken's still alive. Like, hint. You actually have to hit the guy. Hi there, monkey fan.
You saw it before I did. You said hi before the message showed up on my screen. No, before I was looking at the screen. I watched it pop up. Yeah. Anyway,
I have priority. Really seeing us wind up. I'm thinking of ideas for the course. It functions as is, but you know, it should have a few more obstacles, I think. A little more balance. Decorative balance, not, And yeah, I'm thinking I just keep the double doors like that, and we just walk in, go to wherever we say we start. And it'll depend on how many people. And start from there. But no, I want to do his Bomberman. I'll have to forward you an episode.
Okay.
Or make a real Bomberman, but that'll be a thing where we can blow up blocks. Because we can replace them without pain.
If you make like an infinite smooth block generator and then blocks the way you want.
But then you need obsidian all around it, and it's gonna be too dark.
Yeah. You don't do it with. Wouldn't need the obsidian if you didn't do it with slime block.
Well, the question is how do I regenerate cobble where I need it? How do I not have explosions blow up everything else? Now with command blocks, we can play with, you know, many things. And it's just a mini-game. But I don't really want to put a mini-game like that on this. So, I'd go to a server with it. Enough?
Okay.
But that's just a small archery little course. For PvP archery, where Sean wins.
Except that one time. Where you cheated.
Where Sean wins, except for when I, you know, take fire resist and, you know, strength 5 potions. Wait, how did you strength 5? Couple of notch apples. They're removing those. I care. Oh no, they're removing the craftings. You have to go find them.
Where do they jump? They exist.
Treasure loot.
Okay.
And people are complaining. I don't know. Besides the one you did for the achievement and maybe to get ready for that one, Wither battle that we didn't actually use them on.
Yeah.
Have you
no,
actually
that's
used
about
one?
it.
Except for maybe fun.
Yeah. No, I haven't needed one in game.
Yeah. So it's
But
needed
maybe.
for PvP purposes. And they're not trying make PvP, but they're not trying to make the single player balance, the survival balance, based on. If that makes sense. They figure people who want PvP and random spawning space, apparently. Wait. Will do something to make it reasonable. Which is why it's a creative mini-game down below, you know? Or wherever else we decide to start. But I'm hoping that arena, though, does better at containing dispute items. Actually, that is what we should have done, and is what you're supposed to do.
I think
have
what
the
you
bed
want.
right outside it, and the chest.
I think you want to have some sort of prep room, for like.
Yeah, it's supposed to be right outside those double doors.
Well, what I'm thinking would be cool is actually setting it up on the top of the two bedrooms, of the two towers or whatever, or even on, just somewhere above where you sleep in the bed and you put your stuff in a chest and then you drop a button and then you say
return.
Yeah.
I'd want more possible things for that then.
What?
But that's easy. All you need is a slime launcher into here somehow.
Yeah.
Or, something that lets you through a little trapdoor on the side and drops you in, of course.
Yeah. Some way. It doesn't matter exactly. But some way to easily get back into the core's.
Yeah.
Or spawn zone, which will lead to spawn camping immediately. Just letting you know when I kill you again.
Or a bunch of them at the top. Like the trapdoor, correct? And a slime block below for you to land on. Preferably at different levels. So all the beds are on top, all your stuff is on top. And you can enter any of them. Or maybe even enter here, so you don't have to enter that one on camp. Or you do like Quake and place you randomly somehow.
Random's hard in this game, though.
I think I could do it. I mean, I can't stop you if you use a pick. But that was never the point.
What would you do? Like set up a clock and depending on what state the clock's in, open a different trapdoor?
Probably have you go into an entry room. And when you enter, set up a random spawn point. And that'll be the only exit.
How do you do random?
Or how many things I need, it'll be interesting. But there are random generators. Same way I'm dealing with weather on this server, actually.
Oh no, you showed me. Yeah, so it's a thing where it's a clock though, and depending on the clock state, right?
Yeah. Except instead of having a long-term clock, I can just have it pulse when a user needs it. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to be deterministic then, right?
No, because you won't... Basically, you're going to enter a pre-area, and then a door is going to open. And as soon as you go through, the door should close, or the previous door. But it'll be random. No, it'll be random. It won't be the next one. It's going to be a randomizer. There are randomizers. Have them.
Okay.
Mango has showed me the way. I don't have what I need. I need a dropper.
For what?
Oh, you.
Oh, I don't have one.
Plenty of interesting things in that chest, but not a dropper.
A lot of wood apparently.
Another thing not missing is cobble anywhere. Some droppers. You know, the ones in the functionality of the lag spike. You have stone of any type?
Yeah.
That is not diorite, granite. Oh, I do. Or you just tossed it to me. I don't know.
Tossed it to you.
5, 6, 8. Because we're running into then we still touch on everything problem. I got those. Like, this is a simple circuit. And except for iron, which is so expensive on... Yeah. So, we have a dropper. Have a... good chest. We have a full inventory. Grass block. Okay. You. That's the repeaters. Go back here, I guess. Diorite. Hurt. Something. You have a redstone lamp? Yes, we do in a second. No. Yes, we do in a second. Hey, we have glowstone, so... Right. That's the right...
I think it would have powered it still, but...
Clear this.
Oh. Done after this.
Yep. And one of those, and one of these. No, not one of these. That might. Those, and those. And one of those. Do. Let's fix the ball. Wait. 1, 2. And the comparator. There. Go. And don't know if it matters, but 2. Hello, person who no longer exists. Don't ask for shoutouts. And now you have a 1 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5?
Only
Chance it blinks.
pickaxe will do it?
Only the pickaxe.
Alright.
Nothing else gives a strong enough signal. Because that's a 1 in 5. Yeah, 1 of 5. Max.
Okay. And I guess I don't know the dropper physics here. The dropper has a random number generator?
The dropper at random spits out 1 item. So there's a 1 in 9 chance. You know, if the thing is full, there's a 1 in 9 chance any slot is picked.
Mm-hmm.
Let me put it that way.
Right.
So it's not 1 in anything in there, but 1 in... You know, so if I have... And obviously I need unique items, because otherwise they'll stack up when they come back down.
Yeah. Okay, so... That's what
that
random is.
gives a random signal. Now, to spread it to multiple doors, obviously that takes finagling.
Binary
And
tree of these things.
it'll keep going while, you know, power is active. So, you know, here I'm using a button, but, you know, if I was to put a a lever, it would work too each time you flipped it. So if instead of button, you had a lever, that would give us a... Oh no, I'd have to lock it.
Yeah.
A little different. If you put the lever here, the item will stay in the hopper. Because it's powered, the hopper, as well as clicked hopper. And of course, when the signal goes away, it drops back down.
Looks like... Oh, okay, I see.
So if I flip it a bunch of times... There. So we could do that, of course, to make, you know, if you use different tools. You know, I just used that as it was the thing that came to my mind first. But you could use swords, shovels, etc. You could set it up so, like, there was a 1 in 3 chance the light didn't turn on, even with the... You know, so you can have a light switch in your base that is flaky. Because you want it to... Okay, folks. So, a little bit of a redstone gadget for end with you there. We don't know how it's going to work into any system yet. But I'm sure we'll find something to do with it. And I think that concludes tonight. Obviously, we have some stuff to work on. We actually want the haunted house thing still. It's not going to be a Halloween themed thing, really. It's be like Final Fantasy VII. That's what is supposed to go over our heads here. I think this is the last of that villager trader. We'll probably stop by to show what's done, but I get tired of streaming it. And I think all that's left is boring. And hopefully soon you'll be seeing us on a new server. That might be part of our streams. Depends what seems more interesting that day. Until next time, Easy Terry.
Okay. Cicero? Or Carlos Brevity? Yeah, for whatever.
Night all. Thank you.